What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're doing well. Whether you're watching this live or on a rebroadcast somewhere, hey man, I appreciate you checking out this video. You want to stick to the end of this deal. There is something that I have that I want to share with you. Something that I've been working on for the last, going on 4 years. You've seen me post a little bit about it. And man, it's been a game changer. It's been challenging. And it's been really, really cool, really profitable. So that's what I'm talking about here in just a little bit. So if you are just now joining, go ahead and skip forward a little bit, and that's when I'll get started. Skip forward probably to 10 minutes. And you'll see what we got cooking up in here. All right. Hey, Instagram. Just want to say hey. Hey. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're watching on Instagram. If you're watching on Facebook. What's up, everybody? Glad y'all checking this out. I'm not going to hold you long. But if you make it to the end, it's going to be really cool. Everybody on YouTube, thanks for checking out this video. All you ones who are watching on YouTube, So cool to see you. So cool to hang out with you. How was the weekend? I heard there's some news popping off this weekend. November 25th, 2024. I was thinking the other day, I was like 100 years ago. They did not have this kind of technology at all. So I appreciate technology, being able to come and hang out with you for a little bit. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're catching this on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Sure do appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. Let me know where you're watching from. You at work? Are you just getting off of work? Did you just get fired from work? Did you just start a new job? What was it like? What was it like today? What were y'all doing today? What did you learn today? Let's see how this sounds. Stand by for me. All right. Yeah, so I'm just getting it together. Making sure everything is up and running. 2025 is just around the corner. And we're getting it all set up for you. Yeah, so, wow. Facebook, you look good. Instagram, you look good. YouTube, you look good too. Coming soon to Twitch. How many of y'all watch Twitch? I don't really mess around with Twitch like that. But I'm about to. I see my friend on here. Hey, Gary Kirk. What's up, man? Gary Kirk's holding it down on drums. Sounding great, sounding good. What I'm going over today is something that we talked about before, and that is day trading. We've put together a really, really nice, really simplified approach to learning, and I'm going to introduce social media to it today. Now there's a private group that some folks have been in, you know this, on Telegram. And Telegram has been front row seats to what's been actually going on. And that private group has just it's blown up. It's done really well. So what I need to do is, what I'm going to do is explain just a little bit of what we've been able to share, which there's a lot to share. There is a lot to share. But we're going to keep it simple. My man, good to see you. How you doing? I see you on Instagram, bro. Let me know what it looks like, what it sounds like. Share it up. Going over day trading. I call it back on the charts. And how can we best utilize social media? How can we best leverage, that's a better word, leverage technology to be profitable in 2025? If this is something that's interest to you, then stick around. This is going to be not an in-depth, but an introduction for sure of what it is that we've been doing for the last, 4 years? Kind of keeping it under wraps. Well, because I was still learning. And as I was learning, I was sharing, teaching, just sharing the experience. And folks who were with me, who joined me, you know, they saw firsthand just how insane some of these things were, and it's been really cool. So what we did, I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes, because I told them to fast forward to 10 minutes. What we did was we put together, it's an entire training from start to finish on how to approach it, how to understand the amazing world of day trading. You can Google it, you can search it, you could look it up on YouTube, and you'll see all kinds of different people just wilding out, like going nuts, going crazy with this day trading. And you may or may not understand what they're talking about. I went through several different ways to approach it. And it's actually just started in 2020. In June 2020, when I took my first trade, actually got really involved with it. And then in 2021 is when I made the commitment to mastering this thing. Now, have I learned everything? No, absolutely not. But I've learned some things. And since then, we have taken a deep dive into providing a way to teach and a way to bring other folks who have never done anything involved with day trading or investing or finances or anything like that. You know, people who just, they work 9 to 5 pretty much. But they want their skill set is what's keeping them from going to the next level. So put it together in a way that is easy to understand and easily accessible, meaning you can get on your phone and go right now and start learning this approach. All right, so real quick, I want to take you on a very quick introduction into what it is that we are doing. And this month, I've thought about it. I thought, man, how do I make this offer to folks? How do I make this offer, right? And for the most part, ever since its inception, and since the conception of it, since it's been released, I've shared it with some folks, and I think it's time to share it with the public. So this month, Black Friday, here it is. We're going to make it available for anybody who watches this, or anybody who direct messages me, or anybody who reaches out. Hey, you're going to get it. All right? Well, how much does it cost? Nothing but time and $1. Right? So it's been free 99 up until this point. Black Friday coming up. $1. Change your life. All right. So we'll dive in just a little bit, and I will take you through to where to find it and what it is, how to get involved, and when should you start. Let's just start there now. Start now. You have made it through so much up until this point. I'm talking about 2024. We don't even have to talk about 23, 22, 21, and 2020. I mean, just talking about this year. You've made it up to this point. The only thing that's keeping you from going to that next level is the skill set. When do you want to get the skill set? Now. You want to get it now. What is the skill set? The skill set is understanding what does it cost you emotionally, intellectually, physically to get to the next level of your life. And day trading isn't the only way that you're going to do that. Obviously, there's other things that you need to consider. But let me tell you that it's only the skill set that unlocks the door, man. I'm trying to tell you, right? The skill set. What is the skill set? The skill set is learning how emotional intelligence. That's the skill set. Patience. That's the skill set. Determination. That's the skill set. Endurance. That's a skill set. Okay? Being disciplined. That's a skill set. Showing up on time, punctuality, that's a skill set. None of those things cost any money, but it does cost you something. All right, so how we package this in a day trading learning environment online, I think it's something really special. Okay, I think it's really, really, really special. So what I want to do is I want to try to share my screen. I hope this don't mess anything up. I'll share it on Instagram first and see how it responds. All right. So here it is. You can see it above. Here, let me go ahead and share it with Facebook and YouTube. Here it is, guys. Here is the platform. Now, I'm using a platform that a lot of people have chose to use. And it's really simple, very accessible. It's on your iPhone right now. I call it Whopper, WHOP.com. And we've called this course Bullseye Trading. And if you know what I've done in the last several months, it is developed tools that help the retail trader understand how to get involved with the market, how to become profitable, how to extract from the market as opposed to just give to the market all the time, with tools that are custom built right here. So the Bullseye Trading, how to master day trading. And we focus on a few things. There's the methodology, there's the mindset, right? And those two together really, really, really are important to understand that is what gets you to the next level. Your methodology and the mindset. I could talk all day about each one of those, but this is brief. But this is the platform that we've chose to go with. And inside this platform, there's an overview of day trading. There's the basics of understanding what different websites we use to visualize the market, in this case, with a exclusive focus on Nasdaq 100, the top 100 companies in the U.S. And when we go further, you see that we spend quite a bit of time talking about psychology. I probably could have made an entire course just about psychology. How you view, that's the mindset part, how you view things. Because that's the thing that takes you to the next level. The skill set, right? But you also have to have the exposure. You have to become exposed. You have to see something that you've never seen before. You have to see it. How does somebody get there? How does somebody actually become profitable? How does the mindset change? And we talk about that extensively in the psychology and risk portion of this outline, of this course, of this curriculum, of this university. We can call it a million different things, but it's basically giving you information that's taking you to the next level. And then This is the prized possession right here. This is the bullseye strategy. The approach that I've used, that many others have used and who are still using, to be able to extract from the money market. And this is it. This is what you want right here. You want to be able to do what we're explaining and use the tools that we are providing. Custom tools specifically designed for this strategy. And there's 6. And what I'll do here is I'll show you. Let me take you to this website called TradingView. And we go over TradingView very, very briefly in the course. Oh, I'm sorry. I said 6. There's 7. There are 7 custom-built tools specifically designed with this approach and a profitable trader mindset in mind. Okay? Each one of these you receive access to. Now, I thought about it. I thought, man, let's just make one of these available. And then, as you go on and as you learn, we'll make the others available. Right now, there are 2 of them that are available for absolutely no cost, open to the public. The others are available when you decide, which is now's a good time to decide. Go ahead and let's start learning. Let's start leveling up a skill set. Let's start sharpening the skill set with these tools. And so those are provided. And all this understanding in this one place. This is 4 years of discovery. It's just 4 years of discovery that we have really narrowed down in the most simplistic form possible, keeping the beginner trader in mind. And I had to work really hard to remember what it was like when I was barely starting, when it was me in here trying to figure out how was I going to be profitable in this crazy market, in these crazy times. I remember hearing unprecedented times. Everybody was saying it's unprecedented times. Well, I thought, man, how can I help some folks? This is the way that I'm going to help. I'm making all of the discovery available. Now, it'll be available this Friday. So we'll drop a link and you'll be able to, at your own pace, right, get this information, get the plan, the strategy, the rules, and the tools that we are using currently to take you to the next level. And any other tools that are released in the future. If you ever decide to get plugged in, I think this is your sign. Anyway, so we had 7 tools custom built. I went in and I put myself through the education on how, number one, how to teach, how to express, how to even describe what all of this means, which in and of itself is fairly difficult. But then the tools that I needed weren't created. So we went into the lab, we went to the workshop and created the tools that we needed. Okay? Be like a musician who didn't have his instrument, but he had music to make, and he went into the workshop and made the instrument. That's what we made, and that's what we're making available. What I love about it is, and one of the aspects about trading that is very important I'll touch on this just briefly, is community. And what we have available right now, there's people in it right now who are using the plan, strategy, rules, and tools. But what we found that was really, really important was community. Absolutely community. So we made a private group, Telegram group. Okay. We made a private Telegram group that we're sharing every day what it is we're doing, how we're using the plan, how we're using the strategy, how we're using the rules, how we're using the tools. And we're putting our screenshots and we're just encouraging each other. So that is also a part of this amazing opportunity that now's the time. Now we have to introduce it to the folks. Now we got to present it, man. We got to give it to the people. We got to make it available. We can't gatekeep forever. So there's the private group. And every morning there's a live trading session that you get access to. This is all part of it. All part of it. And you're like, okay, man, how much does it cost? $1 Friday. This is it. After Friday, it goes to another price. Friday, $1. This is the one that you want. This one has the plan. This one has the strategy. This one has the rules. This one has custom tools built specifically with the beginner trader in mind. That's what I needed to do. That's my gift to you all. So you want to take advantage of it. If you want to take advantage of it, send me a direct message. Let me know how I can help get you set up. And if I can't help you, there's folks in our group who have been following me and they understand these rules, the strategy and rules and tools. They can help you as well. And they're in the private community. All right. Now let's get to the business. All right, let's get to the business. Let's look at some things. All right. Let's look and see just how do these tools work? What are they? We'll go over an example, okay? And I'm going to pull up this layout. I use several different layouts, and this is the TradingView website, which is part of our course, the walkthrough on how to set it up. But for right now, I'm going to look at a very, very basic chart. All right, and if you've lasted this long in this video, man, do me a favor and like this video. Go ahead if you're watching on YouTube. Comment if you're watching on Instagram. Facebook, you already know. Drop me a message. Let me know you're watching. I can't tell who's watching, so I'm just rocking through it, but would love to see it when I go back and check it out. All right, so the tools. Here's a quick rundown of the tools. All right, let me get rid of some of this stuff. And of course, I won't go into the basics of day trading and things like that. I'm just going to talk about the rules and the tools real quick. Because we want to be able to extract from this market. This is the Nasdaq 100. The Nasdaq 100. Here, let me put that on there so y'all can see what it is we're looking at. All right. I need a watermark. Where are you at? There it is. All right. So now you can see we are looking at the Nasdaq 100. The NAS 100. And what's important is, y'all have all heard this: buy low, sell high. You got it. Buy low, sell high. Well, what I've learned is that you never know what's going to happen. There is no prediction. You cannot be predicting. That's not the business that we are in. We are in the business of rules-based trading. Meaning I can't feel like the market is going to do something. I can only react to when my rules tell me to react. And my reactions are simple. There's either one of three things: buy, sell, or wait. That's my reaction. There is no thinking involved. There is no, well, I hope it goes in my... No, there's nothing like this. It is react only. Kind of similar to when you pull up to a red light and you're driving. Your only responsibility is to react responsibly to the light that you see. That's it. And if you fail, you have to pay the consequences. The same is true in this type of setup, this scenario. So the first thing I want to introduce you to, if you've never seen this before, it's something that I've called the bullseye, arrows, and clouds. The bullseye, arrows, and clouds. And it's a simple approach, and it's trend friendly. Okay? And it basically tells us what the trend is and how it's highly suggested that we trade. You've heard this before, potentially. Trade with the trend. Well, how do I know what the trend is? What we've done is we've put it into this tool. And there's several different things that you can look at in this tool. There's several different things that show up in this tool. When we were coding this, I needed it to keep it simple. Okay, I needed to keep it simple. And I couldn't get any more simpler than red and green, just like when you're driving. Okay. When you're driving, you're paying attention. Come on, man. Yeah, that's it. When you're paying attention, when you're driving, you're just looking for them red lights and them green lights, and some of you pay attention to yellow lights. Okay. So in this case, one of the things that's part of our plan is we only trade during certain hours of the day. That's a part of our plan. We only trade a certain market. In this case, Nasdaq 100. We don't touch anything else. We focus on that one. That's it. Okay? That's it. We focus on this. All right. And so, how am I going to determine the trend? You'll notice there are two elements on this tool. There are arrows and there are what I'm calling clouds. We'll start with the cloud. Notice that when price goes up, we start to get a green ribbon or a green cloud. That's what I call it. It's a green right here. This is basically an average of what the price has done in this market. And price went above this cloud and came back and touched it and bounced right off of it like a rubber band. So, what would be our indicator? What would be our signal to enter into this market? Well, if there's a green cloud, I only want to entertain buy situations. Okay? And what would be my signal to buy? My signal would be the green clouds or the green arrows with green clouds. So as price came up, notice I get an arrow here that's green I take that up. I enter the market when that arrow prints, and I take it up, and we see 40 points in the matter of just a few minutes. All right, you 4 points. That's a good day. Then price comes down, touch the cloud again. All right, this is day 2. And we get another green arrow here, and we take it up for another 40 points. That's 80 points in one day. That's really good. All before 9 a.m. All before 9 a.m. So, 80 points, depending on what the risk factor is on this deal. If you were doing $1 a point, that's $80. You were doing 10 cents a point, you understand, right? If you're doing $100 a point, so on and so forth. So 80 points before 9 a.m. All right, and then we see the cloud turn red. And you have all these red arrows here. And one of the things that I encourage traders to do is when you see these arrows print, and they are there's space in between where the arrows are and the red, wait till price comes back to the cloud and then take the signal. Okay? And in this case, if you had waited, you got to sit right here, red arrow and a red cloud. And this little red, green and red box tells me that this is my risk factor right here, red. And at this point, I'm risking 50 points to potentially gain 50 points. And in this case, price totally gets that 50 points. So you have 80 plus 50, 130 points before 11 or a little bit after 11. It's 130 points. And again, depending on what the risk factor is, if you did $1 a point, that's $130. If you did $10, so on and so forth. You understand? If it was $1,000 a point, come on. All right. So if you risk $50, it's $50. Everything is a risk. Everything is risk management. Let me put it like that. At this point, you still have room to continue down. So this one trade is 140 points. Wow. And in one day, that's what it looked like. And all you had was one tool. But we have 7 of the most dynamic tools that I have ever seen hit this market. And they're all custom to this approach, the bullseye approach. And this is just one tool out of the 7 that come with the strategy and the approach and the community and the one-on-one sessions live every morning, 8 a.m., trading till sometimes 11 a.m., sometimes 8 to 9 a.m., just depends. But one thing we need to understand is now. Now we have it. Now we've put it concise, keeping the beginner trader in mind. Okay? Red light, green light. When do we get in? When do we get out? That's basically what it is we're trying to accomplish and share this information in the most simplistic way, the most impactful way possible. Now, like I said, this is the most challenging and the most rewarding skill set I think that I've ever acquired. That because I see how much it impacts people. So whenever you can become a revenue generator is when your life changes, for sure. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this video. Man, I just really want to appreciate you all who were hanging out with me and staying this far in the video. If you have any questions, if you're ready, Friday, Black Friday, it'll be here. And we'll have back on the charts masterclass, the Bullseye Day Trading Academy, with the plan, the strategy, the rules, and the tools, and the community, and the one-on-one live trading sessions, all in one spot for the beginner trader. And even if you're an advanced trader, this is something that I think that you can apply to your own set of rules that you already keep, and gives you that much of an edge in the market to be able to become profitable and take back time freedom in your life. All right, so I appreciate you again for watching. DM me if you have any messages, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and wherever you might see this video. And I look forward to seeing you in class. All right, see y'all in the next video. Peace.